I am Charlie Turner from Metro Marketer Magazine, and I'm here with Marty Lahey, who is along with his family, founder, proprietor of Manhattan's Restaurant here in uptown neighborhood of Toledo, Ohio. Marty, first, thanks for having us here. Give me like a 2-minute little bit of history of how you got to where you are today with Manhattan's, and then I got a couple things I want to talk to you about.
Well, about 10 years ago, my son and our original chef were back in Toledo temporarily after 9/11. They had been working there in Manhattan, and in the wake of 9/11 they lost their jobs. They were over here kind of trying to find something to do, and we came up with the idea of starting up a restaurant. Never thought it would become, this scale, but gradually that original chef left. It was basically became a family business. Over the years, I found that myself and my wife got a lot more involved. Initially, it was just my son Zach, but now 3 of us are partners here, and basically it's something that we created with a vision of what my son kind of got to fall in love with in New York City, and quite frankly, even the original chef, was from the area, so it just sort of reminded them of their favorite places in Manhattan.
Well, to me, Manhattan's Restaurant, I've lived in Toledo my whole life. I'm almost 60 years old, lived here my whole life. I know at one time, I don't know if it's still the case, but at one time there were more restaurants per capita in the city of Toledo than any place else in the United States. I don't know if that's still true or not, but there's still a lot of restaurants here for the population and for the economy.
Yeah, it's I don't know if that's true either, but there's plenty. I was shocked when I did my market research and starting up a restaurant. I could hardly believe the numbers. I mean, there's places I'd never even heard of, but it's the kind of business that family, just typically ethnic town like this, a lot of family businesses, Greek restaurants, Italian, Mexican, even now, Irish pubs and those kind of things. So it's and pizza joints. I mean, there's just a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, and you're located in this uptown neighborhood, and it's a very cool restaurant. I can't pick that up really on the video, but Toledo's been sort of a depressed economy. But it's no big secret. Uptown was not much. When you started 10 years ago, this had to be kind of bleak, I would think, down here, and you've helped to bring this community, and it's not just the restaurant that's a destination, it's the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, we've had to make a commitment here. In a way, you could give me a D- on site location.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the building, but it happened to be in an area of town. You just kind of got the feeling like, there's something ready to happen on this street. So, we invested a lot of energy into this spot, and it's in the 10 years that we've been here now, it's amazing how much has developed in our neighborhood.
How do you draw customers down here? I mean, because you were kind of one of the first ones here.
Yeah, I did a lot of trial and error with advertising.
Yeah.
Learned some things, but honestly, I think our biggest success was we had an idea of the feeling we wanted people to have here, and it's always kind of had that feeling, although we've expanded on it. But it just, if they have a good time, they tell somebody. We do a lot of networking.
Yeah.
B&I, but from the very beginning, we've always participated in like charity events and other things where we'll be donating the food, but we're out there, we're shaking hands, and people say, well, where's Manhattan? I've never been there, and you invite them down. That, I think, has just been huge for us.
Well, what you're talking about, to me, is kind of old school social media marketing, getting out there and shaking hands and kissing babies and that kind of thing. I know you have a Facebook page, and I know you have a mailing list for your wine dinners, that kind of thing. What other kinds of social media stuff do you do? Do you have a plan? Do you have a strategy that you work?
Yeah, I wish I could say I've got a really well thought out strategy, but again, we've kind of tried some things. I really like to measure what I'm getting from our marketing program, and I know that's $1 million question. That's why I don't throw a lot of money out there now that I can't measure. In Facebook, we've for over a year now, maybe almost 2 years, we've had a dedicated professional person that we pay on a monthly basis to make our Facebook page alive. It's alive. If you were to go there now and post something, you're going to get a response pretty quickly, because the person that we've hired, I think she pretty much lives in the cyber world. I mean,
that's the key.
That's her existence. So, but again, I think you're right. I mean, the old-fashioned networking methods which we've invested in heavily. I mean, both inside and outside the restaurant. When I'm here, I always make it a point to see who's here, shake their hand, talk to them. It's to be able to go into an establishment and have the owner, recognize you and say hi and spend some time. I think that's
huge.
It's worth a lot of money.
That's huge. I have a theory. I guess it's a theory about these destination type businesses, and they're not all restaurants, obviously. I mean, you can have a pet shop that's a destination in a given market where it's really a place that people feel like they have to go. Content marketing is a big buzzword in online marketing, blog or Facebook page or those kinds of things. The experts tell you, it's all about the content, having quality content. And I think what you do here with your Sunday brunch, with your wine dinner, with you being here and your son being here and greeting people, that's real content marketing. It's like it's the experience, and it works the same way. But the way you get that out that's the trick, isn't it? I mean, you can have all that great content, you can have the great entertainment, and the food is fantastic, and the menu selections are terrific, the building's really cool, but you have to let people know somehow.
Yeah, and it's, even after 10 years, you still run into people that say, they might even say they heard of it, but where is that exactly?
Yeah,
you
right.
think, wow, what else can I do? But there's always more to do, and you have to keep doing it too. I mean, I just don't think you get to the point where you can coast and say, well, everybody knows about this place, and if they want to come, they can come. But no, you gotta. We're always a promotion. We do a lot of. Believe it or not, we'll do a fundraiser here. It might be for a sick child or
I've been to a few.
An organization, and I may not really have any affinity towards that organization at all. But the fact that it's going to bring in people who've never been here, it never fails. We always pick up a couple new customers or more from an event like that.
Well, your Sunday brunch is, to me, that's a destination on Sunday in Toledo. I mean, several years ago, we were looking for a Sunday brunch to go to on Mother's Day. I mean, that's kind of dumb, right?
Yeah, but you were one of those people who didn't make a reservation?
No, we didn't. So my wife gets online. She's, does a Google search, and Manhattan's came up right at the top. So, I mean, you're doing something right to be listed there. I mean, I don't know if your Facebook people are doing that for you, but you're already, top of mind with local search on that particular thing. I know we've talked about your wine dinners, and I've been privy to you talking about those in the past. Is that getting to the same level as your brunch? I mean, are you getting the same kind of traction off of those?
I think so. I mean, I always want to grow things more and more, but I think they're both unique kind of things, and they're the whole idea is to create an experience. Like the Sunday brunch is a rendition of something that I experienced in many years past. I used to work for a large corporation. I'd travel a lot, and I'd be in a big city, and I'd stay in a nice hotel, and they'd have this really cool lobby brunch with the chef there making omelets. And I mean, that image was in my head, and so I'm always trying to recreate that feeling I had. Same thing with the wine dinner. It's a guy actually did an oil painting once of one of our wine dinners, and he captured it perfectly. It's just sort of a nice, warm, having a good time. Everybody's, it's like a big family, enjoying dinner together, drinking some nice wine, and so, I think, and those are unique experiences. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make a unique experience that nobody else can really duplicate because it's a one of a kind.
Well, before we end this interview, when we were talking about this last week, talking about your philosophy, you said it's about being open to opportunities.
Yeah.
Maybe expand on that a little bit. And how do you protect yourself from going off in the wrong direction?
Yeah, well, I get criticized because I see something I like and I just get all excited about it. But I mean, one of the huge keys to our success, because honestly, the first 5 or 6 years in the restaurant, we really struggled from a cash point of view. We lost some money. Mm-hmm. And so we just were like, whoa, let's try this, let's try that. And so one of the things that presented itself was in our catering business was school lunch program. Yeah, try it. And we had some missteps there and didn't always go smoothly, but eventually, we're at the point now we're doing about 2,500 meals a day in school programs, and I have to tell you, it's a big part of our success.
And you had no clue when you started, right, that would
never thought about that. And honestly, our original business plan didn't envision live music. It didn't even envision a big bar business. But you should be open to everything that's going to work. You try some things. you say, well, I never intended to be a school caterer. Well, that was the opportunity that presented itself, and for everyone it's something different, So, you might go into a business thinking something, but honestly, I think you got to be open to what the market's demanding. Maybe you'll find out you're good at something you never thought you were that good at.
Well, it's a terrific place, one of my favorite restaurants ever, and I really appreciate your time, Marty. Thanks. Congratulations.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, thank you very much.